Alrighty, welcome back to the stream, and welcome back once again to Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon. We should be heading into the finale of the game. There's 13 chapters, and this is chapter 11. We've got all the elemental cores smashed. We've got all our major power-ups. All that's left is to delve into the heart of the forest and see what awaits within. And slightly further beyond that, where I imagine there's going to be a final boss. And then also there's cleanup. So, who knows? Before we get started, though, brief shout out to, once again, Factor Meals. If you use my code FACTORSE31301 at go.factor.com or follow the link in the description below, the stream, or the YouTube VOD, you'll be able to get 50% off your first box of delicious Factor Meals, whatever that might be. There's a selection of meals to choose from, which will fit any dietary preference, as long as it fits your lifestyle of needing to eat delicious meals with zero prep, zero cleanup, delivered right to your door. All right, so let's begin, shall we? Okay. I don't feel like there's any power-ups I need to buy in particular. Oh, that's right! I couldn't get through here before because of this thing. It's gonna take me a second to get my controls back in my head. The White Wolf. Forbidden grounds.
All of the elemental cores were destroyed, and their barriers were no more. What waited for them beyond, they could not imagine.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what's going to happen, but let's see, remembrance?
All of the elemental cores
right.
were destroyed.
I was trying to see, like, because there's actually a text thing that goes with each of these remembrances. So, let's go back out for a second as well. Why haven't I been to this zone yet? What is this? Okay, so obviously, like, this is going to be the zone I go into, and there's going to be a little stuff here, and then this is, like, the final level down here. What is this zone? What is this? Why does this exist? There's a route out to the left there, but I just never went in. What is that?
With all the elemental cores destroyed, the barrier put up by the fairies disappeared.
I see. That must be the entrance. The heart of the forest, where Lucan is waiting. Yes!
I still don't see why Lucan had to be, like, the big player in this story. Oh, it's another sanctuary. That's good. I don't think there's really any moves for me to learn at this point. Yeah, I've got a couple small ones for Bayo, for Cereza. Like big pockets, mixing. I should just get rid of mixing efficiency so it doesn't keep showing up. More magic from enemies. I still have another power that's going to come, too. There's still another power I'm going to get at some point. You know what? I'm going to get this. Because I am actually picking up more items. Cheshire's actually, like, watching and sort of hanging out and being happy about it this time. As opposed to before where he was just like, yeah, whatever, just doing it, I don't care.
Let's take a break.
And also, if you take a look, before this point, whenever they were hanging out inside the sanctuaries, they would be, like, apart from each other. But now she's actually, like, sleeping on Cheshire's leg there. Maybe not the easiest thing to see at this size, but you can see it. It's present. Ah, come on! Just give me the last 2% already. Okay, so where's this gonna take me? This is probably a shortcut back. Or this is the way to go. Either way's fine. Wait, Spawn Spec will grow? Wait, where is this going? This is different.
Clear, glistening water, ever flowing, brought life to all of Avalon Forest. Cereza and Cheshire drank their fill and felt immediately refreshed.
Where am I? Oh, I missed a lot of remembrances. Okay, so there's just another section of this zone I never visited. Because it appears to only be accessible through this side. Oh no, let's see, because this path continues onward. Oh, hey!
Glad to help.
Rapper. Thanks for the help, those darn fairies. I'll show them. There seems to be no other way to reach this zone besides going here. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, that's fine in that case, I suppose. Just a little side path that I took because it's there. Cool. Was there anything this direction? Yes. This is a new zone. Forgotten Knoll. There's a chest over here. Watch it be a trap. It wasn't. I'm shocked, actually.
Oh.
That tree has eyes. So I'll go through that fire in a second, but what's up here? The train is here. Windy Knot? All these zones just connect right here. And I believe this is actually relatively close to the I was here. I went through this spot before. Yeah, I was in this spot. I remember this section. Yeah, I remember seeing this guy. Sis, help me out, okay? This is something that's going to be really far out, trust me. 15 bait geckos? Yeah, whatever, I got it. Yeah, I'm thrilled you actually got it. Thanks for helping me out, sis. Away you pop. So there's a lot of just like side zones that are looped into this place. Weird. And that's a pathway that jumps down onto here, which is odd. Okay, so there's also the fiery path that I didn't go through, which I need to try now. Which is over here. Which pole? Tilt twice? Oh, interesting. Most advanced witch pulse of all. When you see a double circle, quickly tilt that in direction 2 times. Okay, this needlessly complex, if I'm going to be real. Again, this really just hits home that it feels like... Oh, there's a Tiernanog. It really hits home that it feels like this is designed for the little brother player to take control of Cereza. Or the child player or whatever. Because it's like, it's not hard, but it is just like that weird little bit of extra mental focus that you need to do it. Oh, God, no. This is awful. Critical. Defeat all enemies without getting hit. Any enemy attack proves fatal.
Let's get him, Cheshire!
Oh, God, that could have hit me.
Let's go! Come here! Prepare yourself!
There we go. A little bit more stressful than perhaps it needed to be. I'm just going to save that for purposes that will become clear later on. Well, the main reason I'm saving that is because I need a GIF for when I do tweets, and there are no GIFs of this game on the Twitter thing, so I have to make my own. That's literally my only reason for doing that. So that video is going to come later as a post. I am actually considering turning off the Cereza magic things, but I feel like it's not like I have much to do with her outside of that, so I might as well keep them on. Plus, they have little sequences where it's like... Yay! Oh, hey, that's... Wow, really? That's kind of wild. Anything over here? So there is no way to get over there from here, but I guess that was just blocking passage forward? Oh, hey, final... God. Oh, my God. This is my second.
Whoa! Good work! Cheshire? Yes!
A sweet treat from Inferno, and they high-five! That's adorable. That's my second. I have been trying to get another one of those for ages, and I can finally upgrade Cheshire a little bit. Okay, wait, which way is this going to take me? Sanctuary that way, so what's over this direction? Those things are pretty awful, by the way. Like, they don't tell you where to go most of the time. Oh, hi. Oh, wait, are we back? Wow. How about that? Okay. What's up this way? Oh, Remembrance.
The secret base of the Wisps tucked away in the forest. Thanks to Cereza and Cheshire, playful shouts of joy had begun to return.
Hooray! Okay, well that'll be useful since I can just grab that and go. What's over this way, though? Oh, a drop down. Which takes me to the same spot, basically. Aha! Easy.
Cool!
Hooray! All right, and this is the way back to the actual thing. Okay, cool. Now, while I'm here, I get a prize from Colm.
Thank you.
And now I can upgrade a little bit more as well. You know, I'm just going to get rid of this thing because it's bugging me. It's been there for ages. I don't want it.
Cool!
Alright, now for this. Finally, okay. Rocket Return is a good one. Summon Revenge, I think that's probably one I want to get. Let's go with... I'm going to get Summon Revenge. So I have a parry summon now.
Cheshire, here you go. Yes!
I don't think that animation changed much from the last time. All right, well, I've got to move.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Now I just need more of those fruits. Nice. I got the funny number. We're good. It's this place. Seriously, what is that place? If I don't find that in the next 2 chapters, I'm gonna have to go there myself and figure out how to get there. Cause like, what is that? I feel like this won't be too hard. I'm already at 70% completion. It won't be too hard to 100%, I feel like. Let's see, I went that way and took a shortcut out. I'm pretty sure there's nowhere else for me to really go. I'm pretty sure I went everywhere I needed to go that was up there. The Forest of Avalon has been protected by a great barrier since the times of yore. In the beginning, there were the sinful, seeking the forest for nothing but selfish desire, cursed be their name. In response, the fairy lords of the past banded together to drape the forest in an unseen wall of magic. Its existence has denied Avalon intruders ever since, allowing passage only to fairies and pure-hearted humans. As the hearts of humans grow twisted and corrupt with age, most who enter are juveniles. Forest and call, hold on. Okay, where was I? Our recent calculations conclude the Great Barrier of Avalon is a rich source of magic that should not go untapped. By utilizing the 4 elemental cores of wood, stone, water, and fire, we could strengthen and reroute the Great Barrier for a new purpose. Specifically, the imprisonment of an insufferable being who would interfere with our glorious destiny. Yes, the use of power in this way may cause certain distortions in the fabric of the forest, but 'tis a small price to pay for a plan of such monumental import. So I guess what happened is the barrier was rerouted to create this thing, which is also creating the Tyranogs? Maybe? Hold up. Before I go down there's a path over this way I want to look at. Is there? Nope. There's in fact nothing. Alright, into the pit we go. This looks, strangely similar to entering the portal to hell in Devil May Cry 1.
I'm not scared. Cheshire, are you ready?
Just leap in. Claws first. Don't give yourself a chance to be afraid.
Cheshire's steady voice filled Cereza with courage.
All right.
Oh, I can move. I can move both of them. What does this do? I don't know. Maybe nothing, maybe everything. Probably not everything, actually, because look at how hard it is to, like, keep track of where everything is at this perspective. Oh, conveniently it didn't hurt at all. Just for safety's sake, I'm going to make any further saves on a new save file because I feel like that may have been a point of no return, but I can't be sure. So any further saves are going to go on a new save file. I imagine it probably isn't a point of no return, but you never know. Plus, I got to keep my 69% completion. What was up with that? This guy was just going nuts. Come on. Get over here. There we go. A little rougher than it needed to be, but it's fine. Little rough around the edges, but it's fine, generally speaking. But you know what else is fine and nice? Delicious meals ready to go. Prepped for you by chefs and cooked in only 5 minutes in a microwave. That's right, I'm talking about Factor meals from Factor 75. If you use my code FACTOR-SE31301 at go.factor75.com, you too can have delicious meals ready to rock in just a few minutes. I was going to do a 69 nice, but Factor meals are also nice kind of thing, but it slipped my mind mid-combat. Also, hi, Mixolany. How you doing? Having a good time with, I assume... Yeah, I was about to say having a good time with the second platinum or P rank boss, but I guess they answer the question.
Cheshire!
Oh, okay. So it's not a point of no return. Cool. That saves me the trouble of having to worry about it. I'm still keeping this save. Actually, you know what? I'll keep that save because it's a 69%, but I'll save on this one. Oh, it's also 69%. Can I get rid of this? No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. Oh, is it one of those? Is it kind of like so it's not like the flesh prison where it's actually a pain to do the fight before the boss fight? Because I remember you said the flesh prison was like a nothing fight. Yeah, I got nothing there. Ooh, a remembrance.
A magnificent tree rose before them. Its pure white branches stretched as far as the eye could see. It has stood as a symbol of the fairy kings of Avalon for generations.
So this is the true fairy king of the forest.
Before them stood Puka, the ostentatious fairy from earlier. He appeared slightly charred from the explosion.
Well, if it isn't the self-proclaimed king, what is it this time?
We have no words for you, girl. Your infernal compatriot, however, still owes us an answer to our proposition. Too long had a demon suffered under the oppressive yoke of that wheel witch. Leave her, and by our own hand, a portal to Inferno we shall rend!
The fairy Puka was trying to tempt Cheshire, offering to send him back to Inferno. Did he truly have the power to open a portal right here, right now?
Well, demon, you scorned our generous offer once before. But how will your tune change when the fires of Inferno tickle your mane? Yeah!
Oh wow, I can't believe he's actually doing it.
With a flamboyant flourish, the fairy opened a massive fiery gate. Cereza could feel the heat from beyond. The familiar sounds of the forest were joined by the faint cries of the damned.
Cheshire?
Cheshire slowly approached the gate. As he neared the threshold, memories of their journey came flooding back to Cereza.
Got him.
Once again, Cheshire had rejected Puka's offer.
So be it, but Inferno's fires must be fed. If you will not return, then send that vile girl in your stead.
Am I gonna fight a demon this time?
What have you done to him?
Cereza's question fell on deaf ears. Puka was busy cackling maniacally. Until...
Cheshire? What's wrong?
Cool.
Cheshire, blind with rage, turned his gaze on Cereza. The demon bared its fangs and pounced.
Alright. So, Mixolani,
Cheshire rampaged. He gave only violent growls in response.
So Mixolani, I read your message and it's just like, I get it. I just was kind of in the middle of a cutscene, so I couldn't respond.
What should I do? Don't worry, I'm here for you. Cheshire?
Please, boss.
Were you in there?
Is
Recognize
it
me?
the Leviathan? Maybe? Come on. Look, I have no idea, man. I played the update a while back and I can't remember. Okay, that's not gonna work.
Too close.
Oh, of course, right.
Now, calm down. It's okay.
Look, man, I'm trying to dodge a demon that's attacking me. It's a little hard to think.
Cheshire regained control long enough to muster a few words.
Cheshire, stop! Cheshire!
Oh, right. Sisyphus had the whole...
I can't keep this
Right, the
up much
Sisyphean
longer.
dude.
But
Right.
I won't leave Cheshire this way.
Now I remember. I forgot about that boss because it kind of, I kind of just, like, fought it the one time and then just kind of cleared it from my mind. What was it, the Sisyphean
Don't worry, I'm
insurrectionist
here
or
for you.
something?
Cheshire!
Like, I did that level a bunch of times, but I basically just... I only fought him, like, the once and kind of just...
Cheshire had
Ignore the
returned
rest.
to his senses, but his violent tantrum had taken a heavy toll.
Cheshire? Why didn't you go into the portal?
Oh, that weirdo. Oh, couldn't trust him.
Cheshire replied before turning away.
So does that mean you trust me?
Cheshire said nothing. He closed his tired eyes. Cereza sang him a lullaby she remembered from long ago.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand.
That's actually kind of funny.
We need a rest.
Okay, yeah, that was being his... Right. Okay. I'd be interested in seeing what Sisyphus Prime looks like, but I, again, don't have the skill to get P rank in all those levels, because I'm not good at Ultra Kill. I mean, Minos Prime was buffed too, so that doesn't surprise me too much. Huh. It's one of those things. I haven't seen one of those things in a
A
minute.
cold, bitter wind continued to blow mercilessly, but their hearts were not cold at all. Together, they could overcome any obstacle. That belief caused their hearts to shine brighter than the sun.
You're getting punished!
Okay, what do we got? Moltred was twisted by his obsession with complete domination of Avalon, going after wisps, humans, animals, even lesser fairies, and stealing their souls. When ascending to the throne, the most powerful fairies in Avalon had already shifted to his side, so at this point, no one remained to oppose him. But in a few years' time, Avalon had transformed into a prison of torment, where the weak lived in constant fear. Moltred and his generals showed no signs of slowing down, their iron grip on Avalon absolute. With the forest balance spiraling out of control, it seemed as if this would be Avalon's fall. Then, out of the blue, the seemingly impossible occurred. A young fairy decided to take a stand, becoming a ray of hope to those in the forest who had lost their light. His name was Arthur. Growing up along the shores of Lake Nime, he had a deep sense of caring for all the forest creatures. Deciding it was time to bring peace back to the forest, he raised a call to arms against Moltred. Before you lose your sanity with P ranking Sisyphus, I'll go back to Rain World. That is totally fair. That reminds me, I'm going to PAX, and the Rain World developers will actually be there, which is cool. I haven't seen them in a minute. Like, the last time I saw the Rain World developers was when they were still under Adult Swim, and when the game was, like, the original version of the game had just launched. So that'll be fun. Behold, I once again brought to this time. Now life is mine again to live. Wait, was that not? Okay, where do I go from here? Oh, right, that's a... Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the, It'll be interesting to see what's going on there. And I also do need to, like, try out the new Rain World thing at some point. Okay, I see what to do with this. But why? Oh, there's a chest. I see.
Cool!
How long was the Minos P rank? It was like 5 minutes or something, right? Which seems really ridiculous for that fight. 3 minutes and 33 seconds. That seems ridiculous. Hold on a second. go. Oh, I see.
Cheshire, over here!
Cutscene adds time if you skip. Wait, so when you say cutscene adds time if you skip it, do you mean? Wait, how do I get out? Hold on, how do I get through here? Oh, there's a tightrope. I see. Do you mean like it doesn't add time if you skip it? If you don't skip it? Oh, okay. The cutscene time is always included. That's kind of. There we go.
Cheshire, let's fight our way through! Cool! Come here!
I feel like there's gonna be a troll fight at some point for one of the secret missions where it's just like a 3-minute cutscene, but you have to fight the boss in like 10 seconds. Come on there. Ow. Oh, come on, get out of there. Boy, the game is like... Come on. Oh, come on, I missed him! There. Nine minutes, still fewer anything on time. Is it like doable within 6 minutes 66 seconds? Like, I have no context for this boss fight, so I couldn't really judge if that seems reasonable or not. Right, but I mean, to your current mind. Ah, okay. Well, that's nice. Maybe they figured, like, the 3 minutes, 33 seconds for, the other one was a little much. Huh. Yes. Oh. Huh. 606. Oh, come on, really?
Let's get him, Shishi!
There we go. Wait, so how are you timing this? Are you literally just beating the boss constantly to try and figure out exactly what the cutoff is? Ah, okay. Yeah, that's a lot more lenient. Like, what? I guess they must have just been like... A lot of people must have been complaining about how 3 minutes was too much. Or too little, rather. And they decided to make it more lenient on that. Acknowledging Arthur's strength, King... Did I miss one? I did. I missed 2. Acknowledging Arthur's strength, King Moltred accepted the duel. Arthur had barely time to blink before the warrior king was upon him. Eyes wild with laughter, his trusted Infernus pike blazed brighter than ever. Arthur unsheathed his blade to meet Moltred head-on, but he had moved a fraction of a second too late. Moltred's lance sank deep into Arthur's side, searing him from the inside. That moment seemed frozen in time. The whole forest looked on with desperation, their hopes on the verge of shattering. Just then rain poured forth from the heavens, so heavy it was as if Lake Niue had been emptied from the sky. For a moment, Moltred's flames were extinguished. Arthur seized the opportunity and plunged his sword straight into Moltred's ashen black heart. Eyes wide in disbelief, Moltred's body lit up an incandescent red, expanded like a balloon until finally bursting into pieces, which scattered to the wind. The Crimson King had been defeated. Arthur was victorious. His coronation was unanimously approved by all of Avalon. Long ravaged by war, the forest was finally at peace. Wow, okay. That explains it. That seems a bit excessive. Well, good luck. That's all I can say. I mean, of course they are. Do I just... Second. There we go. Alright, well, the cyber grind is a whole other can of worms. Chest here I can't open. I really don't feel the need to come back. Oh, come on, it's right there. There. Arthur's first order as new king was to foster a philosophy of modest living and nurture a civilization where all the forest residents could share in its abundance equally. He worked to improve relations with both humans and wisps, who had been subjugated by the fairies for generations. Arthur even allowed a few promising young fairies to learn the language and culture of humans. The days of feudal Avalon are now a thing of the past. The denizens of the forest now live in peace with one another under the rule of their great king. Still, Arthur's ideals are myriad, and he will require the cooperation of many to see them accomplished. Oh, how I hope that we might finally be able to free this land from its war and suffering. I wish to show its residents the beauty that can be found from seeking harmony with all living creatures. My dear son Lucaon, I can only hope that by the time you've grown, the misguided walls drawn to divide fairy and human have all crumbled to dust. With that wish, I close this chapter of Avalon's history and look forward towards its bright future. What about AI? Yeah, well, I mean, you're much better at that game than I am, that's for sure. I might be able to, like, P-rank these levels on, like, the lowest baby difficulty. I definitely couldn't do it on normal difficulty. Mostly because I just wouldn't be able to, like, kill enemies fast enough. I'm just not good at doing the weapon switching. Well, you know what you should get instead of just getting good? You should get some delicious meals from Factor. Using code FACTOR717, or not 7, 31301 at go.factor75.com. You can get 50% off your first meal of delicious Factor meals, which are prepped and ready to go in just under 5 minutes. That's right, it takes less time to cook a Factor meal than it does to beat Sisyphus Prime. Oh, he just breaks right through the thing. Nice. Multiple statues in the room, my favorite. Oh, come on, really? Come on, I know you wanna. Come on. Yeah! Come on. Where? Wow, there's a lot of enemies going on right now. This is a little much. Come on. Come on. Just come on. Die already. Jeez. Jeez. That was like 4 or 5 waves of that combat. That was the longest one by a stretch. Oh, is that a yes? Another full heart container. Or pedal thing, whatever. Invincible green robot thing? I don't remember which flying green robot thing that is. Again, the last time I played Ultra Kill was the last time I streamed Ultra Kill. Oh.
Is there no challenge you cannot overcome? Cereza, you amaze me.
I'm not alone. I would have never made it this far without Cheshire's help.
Yes, your control of that demon is a testament to your skill as a witch. Soon, we will meet at last. Cereza, I count down the hours.
Ah, sounds fun. Also, that wording was a little odd that he just made there. Like, that wording was a little strange. That wording doesn't come off quite right. I wonder if this is a Metroid Dread situation. Lu Songchuan.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Okay, also I got a message I just need to send off real quick. Oh yeah, what do you know? The only help I can offer is 50% off your first box of delicious meals from Factor. If you use code FACTORSE31301 at go.factor75.com, you'll get meal prepped right for you, easily cooked. Just throw it in your microwave for a couple minutes, and you're ready to dine deliciously while dodging green robots that are trying to kill you. That's right. 50% off your first box of Factor meals for new subscribers. I'm personally looking forward to getting my box of Factor. Which will include such meals as the mushroom chicken thighs and wild rice with garlic roasted green beans. In tonight's meal, shredded lemony chicken thighs with rosemary, thyme, and garlic are served over a bed of rich and creamy Asiago wild rice, topped with a medley of roasted mushrooms and scallions, and accompanied by simple and savory garlicky green beans. This flavorful combo is sure to satisfy. That one is not only a calorie-smart meal, as it only has 500 calories per serving. It's also Protein Plus, which means I'll get plenty of protein to fuel me during the day. And I've got another phone call. Hold on. Okay, now that that's settled, let's head onwards. Is this on the map, by the way? Oh, it was actually a 3-part zone. Interesting.
They had returned to the forest. A new path appeared before their eyes. It seemed to call to Cereza, as if a strange force were pulling her.
This feeling. Lucaon is up ahead. I'm sure of it. We're getting close, Cheshire. When you're ready, let's go finish this.
That sounds like a point of no return message. So I'm going to make a save right here. I'm wondering, actually, it's like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Lucaon. I'm wondering if this is going to be like a fake, like a red herring the whole time. Like I mentioned it feels like it's a Metroid Dread situation that's going on. Because you remember Metroid Dread, I think you remain in contact with Adam, your helpful AI partner, for like 2 seconds, and then after that point, it's the final boss taunting you while pretending to be your AI the whole time. Which is why all the wording that they say is like really dire and strangely harsh and aggressive. So I'm getting that kind of feeling right now. It's just like, that seems a little odd. Wording's a little weird. A little strange, not gonna lie. Let's see. I don't know. If it is, I'll be more happy about it. If it's not, then I'm gonna be kind of, oh, man, whatever.
They had finally made it. As promised, Lucaon, the boy from Cereza's dreams, was waiting, but unlike his radiant ethereal counterpart, this Lucaon looked pale and lifeless.
Lucaon?
As Cereza called out his name, she heard Lucaon's voice, ever so faint.
Welcome, Cereza. I knew you would make it.
Hold on, Lucaon. I'll get you out of there.
No, I am here. I'm afraid what you see in that crystal is nothing but a shell.
Both Cereza and Cheshire were startled. The source of Lucaon's voice was none other than the White Wolf.
Why does the White Wolf sound like Lucaon?
Don't be afraid. While my body was sealed, my soul still runs free in the body of this wolf.
And it was in that body that Lucaon had guided them through the forest.
You were sealed? But why?
My blood. I am the child of human and fairy.
They're just like each other.
Human? And fairy?
Fear not all fairies are like those you've met. I wish to live in harmony with humans. For that, I was cursed to this fate.
And so the boy told Cereza of his tragic past.
Oh boy, here we go.
Lucaon was the last fairy prince, the son of the former king and his human queen.
Of
the king
course!
was loved by his subjects and even sought a way to...
Of course. Of course it was Morgana. Of course. Because King Arthur, although, you know, the plot is, of course, slightly different because Mordred is King Arthur's son, created by a homunculus, by Morgana, who is his, like... Or Morgan, or I don't know, whatever her name was, who's like his half-sister, I think, who is also a fairy, who created Mordred as the Knight of Betrayal to, like, break up Arthur in the Round Table and all that stuff. Anyway, it's jumbled up, but, like, the basic bits are there. I'm not gonna, like, strike points against it, because this is kind of a normal thing, but it's very Japanese taking other culture story and remixing it kind of thing. Like, I've talked about this in the past, but I don't know what it is, but specifically, whenever a Japanese story is done that takes, like, that's based on something from Western, some kind of myth, like Norse myth, obscure religious texts, like any of that stuff, it's always like aspects of it, Norse myth especially, they love using Norse myth. Aspects of it are taken and like sections of it are kind of filtered in as appropriate. Like, for example, if you take Thor, Thor is the person who you designate as Thor is going to have a hammer, and they may have some affinity for, you know, fighting off giants and lightning. Of course, they're going to have lightning, and maybe on occasion there'll be a crossdresser, because that one time that Thor dressed up in drag and killed a giant. Like, those aspects will be there, but they'll always be in a form that's been transmuted significantly from its base format. And that's a common thing. Like, it happens in a lot of media that I've seen. It happens to things that involve any kind of foreign religion. It happens to things that involve, like, Lovecraft is great about that. Like, the one that always gets me is that Fate and the related Fate media is actually the opposite of that, where they go so hard in, it almost feels like a parody. Like, they talk about King Arthur and all that stuff, and they'll just reference all this stuff from Arthurian myth as just all over the place, but they have to somehow get all of it crammed in there. Because part of the Fate stuff is all their lore is human consciousness filtering in to create this gestalt entity that is effectively the mythic hero. It's just an observation. It is very specific, though. It's always like, when it's a Japanese story that references something from another culture, it's always, most of the key points are there, but they've been remixed in some way. So you'll get like the same names of characters, and they might have relations that are similar to the original source material, but they're always in some weird format. Like I said, Norse myth is always the one that they do a lot of, because you're always going to get Thor with a hammer using lightning, but the details of that are always going to be bizarre and completely out of place. Thor may be a schoolgirl who uses a club that is lightning charged and technological, and is part of the organization known as I don't know, Odin or something, just like that. Or you're gonna get Loki is another one. They love using Loki. Anytime any place has a Yggdrasil or World Tree, there is a character named Loki who's a trickster and is not necessarily a bad guy. He's just like, I'm going to use tricks. I'm all about playing mind games. Woohoo! Also, love referencing World Trees. World Trees, love it. Japanese media loves World Trees. Yggdrasil, love it. Big deal. Love that stuff. Then there's only a handful of media I can actually think of that are like relatively faithful to the source material, which is Fate is really big about that, because it's kind of like the deal that they have, that's their whole thing. They're all about like going super hard in on random tiny ass details and working that into whatever is going on. And Asura's Wrath, which, as I'm not really familiar with like Hindu mythology, I'm told that Asura's Wrath is basically 100% accurate, or like 99% accurate, maybe 98 if you don't include the part where he's on the moon fighting Ryu from Street Fighter, and then they team up to fight Akuma. That part's probably non-canon, but like the rest of it apparently is like actually faithful, including the space battles and the giant worm that lives in the core of the Earth. All that stuff's faithful. There you go. Anyway, that's just my brief tangent that having this whole thing, because like I said, Arthur, you've got King Arthur, you've got Lucaon, who would be Mordred in this case, but Moltred already exists as a separate character who fought Arthur, and Morgana is not Arthur's like half-sister who created Mordred, but instead his queen who created Lucaon via the process of birth. Hello, loot boxes. How are you doing? Welcome. Anyway, let's Arthurian myth is kind of cool, but also like nonsense, because a lot of it is from what I remember reading of it, a lot of Arthurian myth it's not meant to be like cohesive like character story arcs. It's basically a modern version of religion, where it's all about imparting morals. Like the Green Knight is one I read, and it's actually got a movie recently, right? The Green Knight is all about virtues of not cheating on, or not cheating on other people's wives. And I can't remember what the deal is with that one. Because the deal is, Arthur gets challenged by the Green Knight, and then Gawain decides to do the fight in exchange and cuts off the Green Knight's head, who just walks it off because he's immortal. And then he has to go off and like find a way for himself to live through the Green Knight's challenge to take the blow to the head of this in exchange. And he goes off and finds this castle where like, hey, we've got a way for you to like, we've got information about how to like fight off the Green Knight so that you won't get killed by him. And he's just like, oh, okay. So you got to stay here for 3 days. And here's what's going to happen. Like, I'm going to go out hunting and you're going to just hang around, and anything you get, you give to me. And anything I get, I'll give to you. So he goes, yeah, sure. Okay, that sounds good. And then the guy's wife comes in to try and seduce him. And he's just like, no, thanks. So the guy is just like, Gawain has to just like kiss the Lord of the Castle a bunch of times because that's what he's getting from the guy's wife. And then at the end, it's just like, it's a whole thing about how like show respect to the people you're visiting in the castle. Don't fuck other dudes' wives. That's a big one. Remember to treat your lord's property as you would treat your own. The property being their wife in this case, because it was ye old medieval times. That's the part of chivalry nobody ever remembers, that there's like one line about don't mess with other people's property, woman, and the rest of it is duel procedures. Just saying. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. Anyway, all I'm saying is that if Sir Gawain was in Fate, I bet he probably would have immortality for one attack because he has the Green Knight's belt. And that's his deal. Anyway, onwards. Wrong button.
To live in harmony with the human world. But a faction of evil fairies conspired against him. Killing the king in cold blood, they next came for his wife and young Lucaon. His mother managed to save Lucaon's spirit before she was driven out of the fairy kingdom, never to return again. Unable to kill Lucaon, but fearing the return of his royal bloodline, the rebellious fairies sealed his body using a powerful spell.
Both your parents? Lucaon, you've been through so much.
Lucaon's past reminded Cereza of her own. Her heart hurt for him.
All I could do was wander the forest, trying desperately to hold on to the memory of my human self. But Cereza, there exists one way to break
It
this
better not be a
curse.
fucking kiss. You better not kiss the
It requires a
wolf.
special power, something only a witch can possess. And so each time a witch entered the forest, my hope soared. I tried my best to guide them here, but... Oh, Cereza, I'm so happy you made it here safely. Now, I beg you, please help me wake from this nightmare. With the seal broken and my fairy power restored, we can leave this forest together. I will help you save your mother. So, please.
Something only a witch can possess? Just say the word. How can I help?
Why, Cereza, you've already brought me exactly what I need.
It's Cheshire, isn't it?
What? I did?
Yes! You brought the sacrifice!
Ah.
That demon is perfect! Just what we need to break the curse!
What?
Cereza could not believe her ears. Sacrifice Cheshire?
Hurry! I must absorb that demon's power. At long last, the curse will be broken.
Yeah, he's evil.
I can't do that.
What? What do you mean? Why not?
Sacrifice Cheshire? I can't do that. He's my friend.
Your friend? You mean that demon? Cereza, what are you saying? Look at it. Demons are infernal creatures that feast on human souls. You witches harness their power as a tool, a weapon, nothing more.
You're wrong! Cheshire is no tool. He's a living creature with his own thoughts and dreams. We made it this far by working together, so I'm not about to offer him up like some sacrificial goat.
We'll summon
I
another
want to
demon.
help you, but I simply cannot do that.
I don't believe this. I'm sorry, Cereza, but you leave me no choice.
Yeah, he's the final boss!
Look on.
Cereza saw Lucaan's face, only a moment ago so full of hope, now contorted by sorrow. She wanted desperately to help him.
There must be something else. I'll help you find another way.
You don't understand. This is my last chance.
What are you doing? You really mean to sacrifice Cheshire? Stop, I'm begging you!
Hearing the desperation in Cereza's voice, for an instant Lucaan hesitated. But his mind was made up.
The true heir to the throne, Prince Lucaon.
Cheshire!
Captured by the fairy prince, Cheshire's life force was being drained.
I can't believe I trusted you.
Cereza knew what she had to do.
I thought we could be friends!
How does this work? Cool.
Here we go, Cheshire!
Oh, great. It's one of these sections. You have to have your traditional sliding moment. There goes Earth.
nothing my magic can't fix.
Come on.
Look on! Stop it already!
Ice. Water. Yep, water.
If I can destroy that, I might be able to free Cheshire.
The angle's a bit weird. Nice. That just leaves fire.
If you don't stop now, I'll never forgive you.
I don't think you were going to anyway. Okay, the fire isn't actually that threatening. That's on the ground here. It's actually pretty safe, all things considered.
Cheshire! Look on! Stop! Give him back!
That's a lot of demon juice coming out of him.
Cheshire! Look on! You can't have Cheshire!
This is a neat little segment for this kind of gameplay. It's not particularly complex, but it's a neat little segment. It's fine. At least I'm not getting ranked for how much damage I take. Ow. Okay, yeah, it wasn't gonna let me, it was forced. That was forced.
He's gonna pay for that. Time to take back what he stole.
Okay, let's go!
Get back here. Ah.
Cheshire, over here! How do you like this?
Come on. There we go.
You're getting punished!
Ah, come on. He's got a lot of health, though. Woo, okay, we're good. Being able to, like, send Cheshire out as an attack would be pretty nice, though. Like, projectile launch him instead of... Yeah, nice.
I'm taking back what you stole from Cheshire! Right! One element down!
I don't know what that does for me exactly. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, with a mod, I guess? Oh, okay. That makes sense. That seems a little excessive, though. Like, who? Like, there's being a glutton for punishment, and then there's deciding to just, like... 2 minuses? That's a bit much. Ow. Not at all what I wanted to do there.
To go!
Rude. Well, I mean, it's a good old tradition to just have voice lines sync up that are completely all over the place. No matter what you're doing.
Cheshire, over here!
Yeah! Come on, where are you gonna go? I'm fine because I'm not in the middle of the circle, probably. Really? That's cool. I'm glad to see that guy's still getting gigs. Disco Elysium was one crazy job. Like, voicing that entire game. Come on. There we go.
Good! That's number 3!
Oh, that was attacking me. Awkward. There we go. Come on. Oh, come on. Let me... Okay, we're good for the most part. Nice! Fire mode engaged.
And 4! We've taken back everything you stole, Lucaon!
Oh. I didn't realize it was a quick time event. Not really a quick time event, oh, but hey, whatever, it works.
Oh. Cheshire.
What a nice moment. Now go berserk. Cool!
Cheshire, I'm here now. It's okay. Unleash your real power. Cheshire, let's go!
Unbound Cheshire. By riding Cheshire and stabilizing him with her magic energy, Cereza can now harness Cheshire's unbound demonic power. Unbound Cheshire can evade with left and use a powerful physical attack using R. You can also use A, B, X, Y to perform powerful elemental attacks. Use these powers to turn the tables in your favor. Wow, okay, so it just turned into an actual Platinum game now. Sick! Let's go! Oh, and he's fast! It's gonna be real awkward if I die, so I'm just gonna heal real quick. You may call it bitch, but I call it not having to redo that cutscene. Hey, I recognize that moveset. Wait, is this why Luca is a wolf in Bayonetta 3? He is not reacting to any of my strikes at all, though. Got him. All right, let's go. It's the final beam time. All right, which button am I hammering?
We work together. No one can stop us. I'm not letting anyone have Cheshire. Don't even think about it.
Neat.
Having lost Cheshire's power, Lucaon struggled to stay on his feet. And then...
Why did you go backwards off a cliff?
Look on!
Hey, thanks, Cheshire.
A heroic demon? Such altruism was unheard of throughout all infernal texts. But Cereza understood.
You did?
Chapter 12. For a friend. I mean, I'll talk to him in a second, but I've got a thing over here to do first. Oh, hello. Oh, hey, Canels.
Exhausted.
For what? I've seen a couple of the updates. Like, I know there's a, I know there's a new, was it Encore? Oh yeah, the Encore, Faust. I actually also finally got a new identity for Faust. I got Faust's W Core Cleanup Crew 1, which I haven't been able to level up yet. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Actually, you know what? Give me a second. I'll be right back. There's going to be ads in a second. I'm going to be right back, and then we'll continue on with this. Alrighty, and we're back. And while I'm here, don't forget to check out some delicious meals from Factor 75. Use code FACTORSE31301 for 50% off your first box of Factor meals, which include a variety of delicious chef-prepared meals delivered right to your door, ready to go in just a couple minutes in the microwave. We're getting Ego Overclock, Ebnose. Yeah, I don't know. I saw the Ego Overclock thing. I don't know what Hell's Chicken and Refraction Railway are. I can guess Refraction Railway is maybe like an infinite battle, but no clue what it is. I guess that'd be useful for grinding. Whatever. Aha! You're approaching the end of the story. You ready to proceed? No, not yet. Okay. This is the time when I make a new save.
Let's take a break.
Bye-bye 69% nice completion. Alright, let's see what this has. Right. Probably a joke chapter then, because of that name.
The sorrow and anger were gone from Lucaan's eyes.
My soul cannot hold this for much longer. I figured this time was my last chance.
No!
I thought demons were all heartless monsters, but I was wrong. Cheshire, was it? Forgive me for what I tried to do. The only heartless one was me.
Look on.
I mean, yeah, that... I played Library of
All of a
Ruin a
sudden,
while ago.
There was an ear-splitting crack, and a flash of light illuminated the sky.
You mean lightning? Oh, fairy magic's disappearing.
Morgana had succeeded in breaking the barrier, trapping them in the forest.
Of course! If we can get you to my master, she'll find a way to save you.
What?
There's still time. Come on, we have to get you to her. Lucan, I won't let you die here.
Splendid! Oh, the pathos is palpable.
Is that... Really?
You!
On behalf of Avalon the Forest, you have our eternal gratitude. Why, the trees themselves shall sing a ballad of your deeds.
It was Puka, the self-proclaimed king. His usual retinue was nowhere to be seen. Though his outfit had seen better days, his elocution was still to be admired.
We're in no mood for your riddles. Back off!
Why, we have no need to quarrel. Our subjects will gladly escort you to the edge of the forest. And, led by our fairy light, one ill needs that lupine guide. Leave the filthy beast where he lies.
You missed the point of this whole conversation, didn't you, Puka?
Puka was after Lucaan's spirit, and the royal power that it contained. Hearing his words, Cereza knew it had been Puka who had betrayed the fairy king. Puka who had torn Lucaan's family apart before cursing him to wander the forest in solitude.
You fiend! Enough. I will run no longer. But in exchange, let those two go.
No! Lucan, you can't!
This is for the best, Cereza. My time is up.
Look on! Don't give up! We're not going to let you take him, got it? And for the record, I knew you were lying about being a king.
So be it. One way or another, he will die. And with his royal line extinguished, we shall be eclipsed no longer.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say, bud.
Fairy brethren, the cursed child is finally within our grasp. The false king's son reaches its nadir, and now Puka's star shines bright.
Is this a fight?
On Puka's signal, a terrifying number of fairies appeared out of the darkness. Staring down what must have been every last fairy in Avalon, Cereza's legs began to tremble. But no matter the odds, she refused to give up. But then,
Cheshire?
the writhing mass of fairies hot on his heels, Cheshire ran towards the Pillar of Light.
All right, here we go.
Cheshire ran like the wind. Cereza felt his warmth through his mane. There was no stopping them now.
Oh. Okay, so it's 3 lanes. Hey, I recognize that music.
Here they come! Leave them to me! Don't mess with a witch!
I'm waiting for it to be slightly more complicated. Yeah, there we go. That's what I thought.
Keep at it, Cheshire! Just a bit more!
Oh, it's fast. Slide? No? Docked, actually.
Escaping the fairies' clutches, the pair made it out of the forest. Or so they thought. Caught by the fairies, they were slowly being dragged back into the forest. Refusing to give in. Cereza held on with all her might. But then...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
something sent the fairies flying like leaves scattered to the wind. This was a technique Cereza had seen before.
The wicked weave.
Morgana!
You loathsome witch! I should have known you!
But
Finally.
before Puka could finish, Morgana extinguished his life with a single powerful strike.
Finally, God, it's been for ages since I went in for that.
Morgana! I'm so sorry for disobeying you, but please, save the scolding for later. This wolf, it's actually the spirit of a boy. If we don't do something, he'll die. Please, Morgana, can you save him?
Morgana said nothing. She gently stroked the wolf's fur. Confused, Cereza looked at her master. She saw an expression of which she did not think Morgana was capable. It was warm, filled with love.
Morgana?
You want to save him? How dare you? How dare you say those words after what you did to him, you foolish girl! Cereza, why is that demon still here? Did you not reach the altar? What do you think those years of training were for?
Morgana appeared to be growing more angry by the second. She advanced on Cereza and Cheshire.
Morgana? What are you saying? What's wrong?
You still don't get it? The training, the brace, the dream. Do you have any idea how long I prepared for the day my precious Lucaon would return?
Thunder crashed in the distance. Wind screamed through the trees. A cold chill ran through the air.
Yeah, there you go.
Dozens of girls I lured into that forest. Each required years of training. All for naught. I was so close this time, but you had to go and ruin everything. You selfish brat.
Cereza had endured her share of scolding from Morgana, but this time was different. These were not the words of a strict teacher. They were filled with nothing but pure loathing.
Morgana, I...
Useless girl! Lucaon and I will be together again. You will surrender that wretched demon this instant.
Why don't you just summon a new one?
Oh, I see. Made a new friend, have you? A demon born under the full moon of the bisextile night. That creature is the key to breaking Lucaon's curse. Now, Cereza. I've waited far too long to let a child's sentiment stand in my way.
Morgana, I know I wasn't a good pupil. I always messed up during training and broke your rules. I know I let you down. You might have been strict, but I always knew you cared about me. You were like a mother to me. I just wanted to make you proud.
Get away!
Pull yourself together. She is our enemy.
Cheshire tried to get Cereza to her feet. Morgana's next attack would come at any moment, but Cereza could not move a muscle. Just then, something caused Morgana to stop. Using the last of his strength, Lucaon clung to her dress.
Please, Mother! No more! I can't bear to see you like this!
Don't fret, my dear. Soon everything will be back to the way it was.
Mother! Mother!
Her expression fixed, Morgana moved her son aside.
A pity. You had the potential to become a fine witch, Cereza. If only you'd hardened your heart. But you were always so damn soft!
The merciless, unrivaled Umbra, Morgana. Frozen time. Chapter 13, A Witch is Born This Night.
What are we going to do?
Die already!
Ow. Okay, I do have slides.
I'll never forgive you! This is how a true witch wields a demon!
Am I in the hair dimension right now? I guess I am.
Your final lesson! Give up!
I guess those don't do anything. Okay, but sure, whatever.
You're soft!
Okay, sure.
We can't escape Morgana!
Die already! You're soft! I'll never forgive you!
Cool, I got a full inside thing going on here. Whoop. Okay. I keep seeing that. I keep seeing that thing. It looks like there's a lock on I can do.
You're soft! This is how a true witch wields a demon!
Come on. Alright, next one is gonna be on a ball, of course. It's been a... Hello, Shinji Ikari.
What's wrong? Giving up without a fight?
Cereza heard Cheshire's voice ringing clearly in her mind.
What am I supposed to do? There's no way I can fight Morgana.
I see. Well then, I guess that means our journey's over.
The demon sounded disappointed.
Our journey?
That's what you'd call it, right? This whole thing to save your mum? You blabbered so much about her, even I was starting to look forward to meeting her.
Cheshire paused.
What is it?
I'm sorry for what I did back there in the forest.
Cheshire?
And you were right. I never would have made it this far on my own. Thank you.
Cereza was moved by the demon's unexpected words.
Cheshire, wait! I promised to send you home. I intend to keep that promise.
Hey, which time?
Go, Cheshire!
Phantom? Of course he's Phantom. Of course. Of course they gotta get Phantom.
Friends protect each other. Friends keep their promises. Gone was the fear and hesitation from Cereza's eyes. In its place was courage and steadfast resolve.
I'm an Umbra witch, just like my mum. Come on, let's dance.
It doesn't work when she doesn't have the guns. She doesn't need the brace anymore. Dodge with left at the right time to use witch time, temporarily allowing you to move at extreme speeds. Use this power to take Morgana down. Impossible. twice.
Not a chance! Cheshire, let's go!
Oh? Oh?
How about this?
Oh! Wait, that's her heart, isn't it?
Go, Cheshire!
Wait, no, because that's an illusion, right? So she should be fine? Maybe? I'll just hang out over here, because I gotta avoid the demon spear scare coming at me anyway, so I might as well just keep moving away from the lasers. I keep dodging because I think I have more leeway on that than I do. I gotta dodge early for this.
This is how a true witch wields a demon.
Good old sphere fights. There we go.
This is how a true witch wields a demon.
Not a chance!
Round two.
Cheshire, let's go! Back at you!
Yeah, that's what I figured. It was just going to be the illusion. Cool. And of course, she's bound into the spider now. Demon Masquerada, Forger of the Forbidden Covenant. Oh, that is the Demon Masquerade form for Spider, isn't it?
Morgana, you won't stop, will you? But I won't back down.
Ah. I've got 5 more of these, baby.
This is how a true witch wields a demon.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Come on. Wait, what was that up from the background just now? There was something. Whoop. I looked away for a second. Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage. Ow. All right, I got 4 more. I'm still a little annoyed that I need those, but it's fine. Sit down. Ow. Really? Cool. Okay, I'm being real sloppy with my moves right now. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm just being real sloppy, but it's okay, because I got this in the bag, and I got 3 more of those to go. Also, the fact that the timing is a little weird is not my fault. Like, you have to dodge before the move comes out, which is weird. There we go. There we go. Say farewell.
Goodbye, Morgana.
Yeah, that's no coming back from that. Yeah, no coming back from that, that's for sure.
Cereza! Cheshire! You did the right thing, stopping my mother. It was an honor to meet you both.
It was almost time to say goodbye to Lucan.
I wish we could have become friends.
We did, Cereza, and for that, I am thankful.
Mother and child shared a tender embrace. This was the warmth he had been dreaming of.
Thank you for always watching over me, Mother. You can rest now. I'm happy I was able to see your face one last time.
Alright, now get dragged to hell.
Sweet dreams.
Cereza did not know where fairy souls went in this chaotic world, but wherever Lucan wound up, she hoped he would find peace.
There it is.
The end had come for Morgana the Witch. Her peaceful expression was replaced by one of agony. It was almost too much to watch. This is the fate that awaits every Umbra Witch. An eternity, wandering the depths of Inferno. Cereza did not look away. She watched as Morgana's soul was dragged to the underworld. Cheshire realized that this unexpected twist of fate had delivered exactly what he sought. A door to Inferno lay before him. But the portal was already growing unstable. It threatened to close at any moment. The journey had left the demon totally exhausted. Struggling to keep his eyes open, he stared pensively at his door home.
That gate will take you back to Inferno. Go on. It'll close soon.
Cheshire looked back at Cereza. His expression said what they were both thinking.
If I go back, you'll be all alone.
Even after all we've been through, you're still gonna treat me like a kid? Just wait, I'll be strong enough to summon you myself in no time. just take it easy for a while, okay?
Cheshire quietly turned back towards the portal.
Chesh... I'm going to keep getting stronger! I promise!
A tremendous sound erupted from the portal, but Cheshire's voice cut through the din.
I'd expect nothing less.
With the doll!
And you better be one hell of a ferocious demon next time we meet!
A calm returned to Avalon Forest. As if to wash away the pain of the night, the first rays of dawn enveloped Cereza, bathing her in their warmth.
Oh. Oh, she's headed back. Oh, look at this. That was a ending, all right.
I knew you'd make it.
Oh, that's right. Last time was a completely different thing, wasn't it? Because I had to go the other way. Now Jean is behind me.
Looks like you'll be fine on your own, Cereza.
Sean, oh, thank you. I'll see you again when this is over.
Dude. Alright, but there's nobody in the jail cell, right?
I did it, Mother. I'm a witch. I'm strong, and I'll get stronger. You don't need to worry anymore.
Cereza.
Hey! Look, it's Rosa!
Mother!
You have grown into a splendid witch, Cereza. You are going to be just fine.
Once a regular nightmare, after that day, Cereza never saw that dream again.
Oh, she's got her hair up. She's graduated into the weird hairstyle from Bayonetta 1.
Meetings and farewells. Thinking of the promise she made to her friend, Cereza knew that she had gained something irreplaceable. The night was young. Cereza set off on her next adventure, the pale moon lighting her way.
Yeah. Oh, Team Lost Fairies instead of Team Little Angels. That's pretty funny. All right. All right, let's see here. Oh, Camille was on this. So, this game not bad, all things considered. Really? This is mostly a Camilla story? Oh, of course, they're gonna have dancing in the ending cutscene. Of course. Okay, so let me... Okay, so let's go down the list, right? Style-wise, the watercolor style is good for giving this sort of like whimsical storybook nature to the whole story, along with like the weird texture style that they chose, which is the static textures behind the 3D models, and the 3D model is basically peeking through. Like, the whole thing is designed to give a storybook feeling, obviously. Very clear on that front, and it works. Gameplay-wise, it is very odd to have a game... Oh, there's Jean. It's very odd to have a game like this which is much more heavily focused on exploration, because the combat is... So, the Bayonetta games, most Platinum's games, honestly, are like 75% fight, 25% exploration. This one skews much more heavily in the exploration. I feel like it's probably 60. There is still like a good amount of combat in there, but it feels like it's about 60-40. Maybe 70-30 exploration to combat. So as far as the world design goes, I actually thought it was very cool. It's very... The amount of shortcut porn in this game is like Dark Souls-esque. The layers of the world just intertwining with each other. The levels of the world, just like you can go from one spot to another just seamlessly. It's very impressive, actually. It's a little hard to navigate, though, because the camera angle is all sort of isometric. It makes it much harder to keep track of, like, okay, I go that way, I get to this zone, I go this way to go to this zone. This is here in relation to where I am, because you can't look around and see where things are. You can get some environmental background, like, tidbits. Like when I was coming up from the water area, going up on that elevator, that cage is there visible in the background, so you can orient yourself with that, but like that's more the exception, where a lot of the times you only know where you are when the thing actually tells you where you are. So the world design is like kind of iffy on that. Combat is mixed bag a little bit. It's very Cheshire heavy. It's extremely heavy on just pressing ZR a lot over and over again. Like there's little bits of use ZL to stun enemies, but most of it is ZR and the face button. So it's all Cheshire. Cereza does very little in the combat. Which, again, that's why I feel like this game was originally designed or has the design intention to be played co-op with the Joy-Cons, where one controller controls left hand, one controller controls right hand, because there's no like interaction between the two of them. It's pretty evenly split. The D-pad is basically only used for items. In fact, that's exclusively what it's used for, which are basically Cereza only. The sticks are exclusively for the characters they control, and the trigger and bumper are exclusively for the character they control. The single exception is left bumper, which is the only button on that side that controls Cheshire. Oh, voice cast. Wait. That... Jennifer Hale, really? But was the... Hold on. Cheshire was a voice? Like, that one actually confuses me, because I thought the Cheshire... What? What? Music. But like when I hear the Cheshire voice, I thought it was the narrator doing like a deeper voice like this. No, it was a totally different voice actor. That was I did not get that voice out of that. I'm gonna be honest. Totally legitimately did not realize that. They're going to mention the Bayonetta song. Clarinet, acoustic piano. All right. So what was I saying? Right. So gameplay, combat. The combat is generally fine, I guess. Like the only... Does ZL do anything when in unlocked Cheshire mode? I don't actually remember using it. I don't know if that button does anything when in that mode. Okay, so again, that is kind of what I'm talking about. The unlocked Cheshire mode is the only one where it seems like that was intended for one player to use because it's all a combined moveset. But for normal gameplay, it really feels like it was intended for both people to be controlling it separately. And it would actually looks like it would be a lot of fun in that mode too. The final unlock of like, let's call it the devil trigger for this game, of being able to use the full controller at the same time feels a lot more like a feels a lot more like an actual game designed to be combat like that. Mostly because the attacks are all based on the face buttons and the triggers. So not moving to the right position would be a problem. That may also be why the buttons have like a movement option, there's a movement option, there's a long range option, and then there's like 2 close range attacks. So that might be why. So when you're actually up close, you can do that. Wait, now now I need to go look it back up. Hold on a second. What are the controls unlocked? Okay, hold on. What is the... You know what? I'm just gonna look at my own VOD. Look at my own VOD for this. Okay, let's see. Where is that? That's during the fight with Lucan, right? Yeah, there it is. Oh, Sega credits now. Okay, there we go. I found it. Okay, okay, factors in the way. God, of course. Left is... Wait, left bumper is the powerful... Oh, no. Evade is left bumper. Right bumper is the attack. And then ABXY. Did I just never push ZL and ZR while in that mode?
The end.
I just never pushed ZL and ZR in that mode. I can now select difficulty starting a new game, play story with Jean, access the costumes menu. Receive the right eye costume. Select slot to save your clear data, and you can still play in this file to find more secrets and clear unfinished areas. Okay, you know, let's put it... They're basically at the same spot. I'll put it right here. Okay, let's see. Extras? Is it under here? This story's creator is Jean's Tale. I'm gonna go continue real quick. Because I got a couple things to take a look at here. Oh, starts here. Oh, I get witch time. Does that actually work outside of that mode? Oh, that's cool. Okay, it looks like Witch Time only triggers for that Cheshire mode, because it's not going to do anything here. Maybe? Oh, costumes. What have we here? Let's see. In the costumes menu, you can change Cereza and Cheshire's outfits for the journey. Drop by to spice things up sometimes. See, that's the normal outfit.
Cool!
Right eye, which is her Bayonetta 1 styling. Waking from a 500-year slumber, she is the first a prisoner of fate, but takes control of her destiny. And nothing for Cheshire. Oh, you can turn the bandages on and off. Oh, look at that. Cool. How do you get more costumes? Or where would you get more costumes from, even? I guess maybe the Wisps? Alright, so zones I still have not visited. This one. This might be the one to go to, because it looks like there's a zone that I didn't even go to at the top of it.
Hello! Hello!
So let's just take a quick trip. Okay. Right, so where was I going? I was talking about the combat and stuff. I talked about the combat. Combat's fine, mostly. Just very, very Cheshire heavy, which is very odd. Oh, that's right, because I couldn't get through here because I didn't have Cheshire. Of course. I totally forgot about that whole thing. Why was that guy shooting like red fire energy at me? Okay, I see a wisp over there that needs rescuing. Not to mention a path down there, and I can see a Tiernanog.
You're welcome.
Cut over shade. Now it's my turn to protect everyone. Thanks, Scott. Okay, I see. Oh, it's up here. Duh. Come on, get up here, please. Sheesh. Slightly more intense than need to be. Okay, now while you're doing that...
Cheshire!
Oh, come on.
Cool!
I didn't mean to do that. It's fine. Up you go. Can I get up here? Oh, right. This is a sword.
Cheshire, over here!
Okay, what have we got here? Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Bind, defeat all enemies. Okay, dokie.
Cheshire, let's go!
You fuck.
Cool!
And please die. Why is he going so slow? At least it wasn't timed.
Perfect!
I actually like this Bayonetta.
Yes!
Another heart. Okay, well that clears out this zone of basically anything of any use, I think. I don't think there's any reward for 100%ing apart from maybe some costume stuff. I'm not going to bother doing that. Oh, there's a wisp. I should go rescue that wisp. So I can truly leave this zone alone forever. Where's that wisp? I go turn around. It looks like it's over in that direction, actually. Oh, this place. I remember this location. It's not here, so where is it? If I go straight this way... Like, see, this is part of the problem. It's hard to reorient yourself properly. It's like... It's not here. There's a wisp someplace here? I just don't know where it is. I almost certainly have to go back around to reach it. Nope, not this way. Yeah, it looks like I have to go around this way a little bit more. It's like over this direction or something. Where did I go? I just left the zone. How did I get there? Like, I can't even visually acquire where it is from here, so I can't path out a route. That's part of the problem. Like, this is what I was talking about when I said, like, the camera angle doesn't help things. Because it's this isometric angle, like... I know it's someplace in that direction. I just don't know how... I don't know what direction that is, even, because I can't really path it out in my head by looking at the surroundings. Like, this whole area doesn't even exist. I can't use this area. This is not where I'm supposed to be for this thing. I just don't know where I'm supposed to go. I think I took a wrong turn someplace that I wasn't supposed to, and that's why. I'm not even here for the wisp. I'm here for the zone that I'm trying to find. So is this the zone? No. Yes? No. Maybe? I honestly don't know. I feel like this might be a wild goose chase. Okay, do I want to go this direction? Well, this... Oh, yep, I want to go this direction. This is new. moment. Can't skip this. That also explains why there's so many witches in here. Like, they actually are witches that were lured in here by Morgana to try and rescue Lucaon. Which, you know, doesn't actually explain why, I guess... I was gonna say, like, I was wondering, like, it doesn't explain how Lucaon shows up in Bayonetta 3. Well, I guess maybe he's just a wandering spirit in Bayonetta 3, which wouldn't be too out of place, I suppose. But why does he grow up in that case? Oh, there's a sanctuary here. Handy. Huh. So this becomes a brand new zone, effectively. No, this is Puka's Fortress down here. What? Okay. Up north from the sanctuary, there's another exit. That's probably to the zone I'm looking for. Probably. Yeah, take me here. Yeah, that's right. I want to go north from here, if possible. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, which way is the way I want to go? Is it this way? No. It is this way? Yes. So this direction is where I want to go. Or something. There we go. I can see one right there. Yeah, okay, this is a zone I definitely never touched. So, what is going on over this way? Wow, he's got a saw in his head.
You're not hurt?
Move again? You're the one who saved me, thanks. Oh, come on, man.
Prepare yourself!
Nice. Alright, easy. Problem taken care of. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. Okay, none of those seem to do anything. Nothing else around here. This is absolutely where I was... the zone I just never went to because there's apparently no reason to go here. Sun-kissed shore. What? This is different. I guess this whole zone is a Tiernanog? Maybe? Oh, we're gonna find out. Ah, it's one of these. Skirmish. Defeat all enemies without getting hit.
You're getting punished!
Okay, you die first. That's the one I wanted. Oh, hi. It looks like the fire ones do particularly well against enemies wearing armor for whatever reason. I guess because it cooks them. Oh my god, they're still going! Avoid getting tagged. we go. A little hairy. A little hairy, but it's fine. And a piece of heart. Nice.
Yes!
Okay, where am I going? What's this area going to look like minus the fog? And also, the first time I'm looking at the map. Wow, it's just a big old lake. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. It looks like it would just be a big old lake. It's right here. Look at this place. This is nice.
Let's take a break.
This is actually very nice. It's like a little vacation spot almost. It's literally a vacation spot.
A dazzling grove with gently lapping waves. A striking contrast to the eerie Avalon forest. Enjoying the warm sand and cool breeze, Cereza thought perhaps there was some kindness in fairy hearts after all.
Literally just a little, like, vacation beach resort area. You need something? Big catch, big fish. You Witch League, give me some bait, will you? Yeah, sure. Got him. Ugh. Was it worth it? Eh, not really.
Cool.
up from here. Okay, there's a scroll here to my left someplace, which is probably up. Ah, I see. I followed the giant skeleton. As I watched Colm and the other wisps of the hideaway, I realized the necessity of bonds and belonging, something I admit I may have been neglecting. They remind me of two young witches who came to this forest long ago. They were twins who seemed to have an almost inseparable bond. Together, they were able to overcome countless obstacles in the forest. I hope they might be the saving grace that Avalon so desperately needs. But one day, the two fell into an argument they could not resolve. They came across a powerful enemy and debated how to proceed. The prideful older sister insisted they must fight, while the younger felt fleeing was the only way to stay alive. Ultimately, unable to agree, the two went their separate ways. They both regretted what they had done, but it was too late, and they were both found defeated. Those two girls were special to me. I still have bad dreams about not being able to save them. This forest is full of fairy deception. Nothing is more essential than having someone to rely on, and yet at times nothing can be more difficult. The older I become, the heavier my sorrows weigh. But I'm not ready to give up yet. I vow to do what I can for others, for my own sake as well as theirs. Okay, I'll take this. Yeah, I guess I gotta take it now. Okay, there's fruit over this way.
Whoa! Good work! Cheshire? Yes!
Alright, I think that's probably a good place to leave. Do I want to do the Jean thing though? I don't know how long the Jean chapter will be. You know what? I think I'll leave it there, and I might come back and do an epilogue later on. This has already been like most of a 4-hour stream, so yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I might come back and do an epilogue, because that's what it is. It is an epilogue. Okay, so we've got Claws and Fangs, Rocket Return, Thick Skin, Combo Mastery. I'm gonna go with this one because I use that one a lot.
Eat up! Cool! Rest.
Alright. I think that's good. This is what I needed to do. I finally found that zone. The game's done. Like I said, there is the Jean chapter if I want to see how that goes, but I might save that for a different thing. I might just do it on my own and post it up on YouTube as just a separate video. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe when I have a free day that I just want to kill an hour or two, I'll do that. Anyway. Since the game's finished, let me try and wrap up my thoughts once again, this time without being distracted by things I didn't do in the main game. So, the music, everything is really in service to making it this storybook thing, right? It's very much a storybook. It's designed around being a storybook. That makes sense. It's an interactive storybook you would play with your child. That's why Cereza is one controller and then the parent is the other controller. Hey, think about it that way. So as far as being like a storybook for a younger person, I think it fits very well. It fits the theme of all that. It meshes very well. Just a little weird it's a Bayonetta game is all. It does help them use a lot of shortcuts with the demons and like Bayonetta's backstory and all that, but it is weird that it's a Bayonetta game for like kids. Just strange. Also, hi Mixlani, welcome back. So the music, the art style, the story, all that is sort of in service to that, and it works fine in that context. In the context of like, in the larger context of being a Bayonetta game, I don't know if the story and all that works quite as well, but just in this own context, like as it is, it works. Oh, does Oswald have like a good, like, which context do you mean Oswald is real in? Like what context here? That's, you can't just drop things without context. Yeah. I mean, you can, I just don't have to like it. Alright, so let's talk about other things from the context of the game itself. Again, like, everything honestly works perfectly fine within the context of the game itself. The combat works fine within the context of the game itself. The references are fine. Everything's fine within its own context. But like compared to a Bayonetta full game, you have to compare it because it is a Bayonetta game. Sort of. Ah, I see. I see. That makes more sense. That explains why you said Oswald is real. I thought it was just like real hard. What's okay? But back on this. The gameplay is the main thing that I think people will be really comparing it to the other Bayonetta games about, because it's very different. It is much more heavily focused on the exploration. The combat is secondary to it. I think they do have a good balance to a certain extent, but it's still definitely much more heavily focused on exploration. I mentioned as well before that the exploration is much more in-depth. Like a normal Bayonetta game has almost nothing. You run forward through a linear level into a linear series of fights, and that's it. In this, it's basically like a pseudo-open world. It's zones that you're traveling in between, but you can seamlessly move between them, and they're all intermingling, and I love that aspect of it. I just don't love how hard it is to navigate because you have no ability to control your bearing, and you really just have to like go, okay, I'm pointing in this direction, go back to the map, go, okay, that's the right direction, go that way. Like that's part of the problem why I just never found this, because it's such a hard thing to find. So I like the world design, I don't like the navigation. That's that simplified. The combat is okay. It's very Cheshire heavy. It's all about Cheshire. Bayonetta Cereza really doesn't do much. Which, again, I think is because the game was designed to be a two-player game. Can't prove that, but I think that's what it was designed to do. So, in that context, it makes sense. It works. Because you have, like, the older parent or older brother playing the controller, or older sibling playing on Cheshire's side, and then the younger sibling gets the Cereza side, who's more support and just avoiding things and can heal herself. I don't like it as much because it is just two things separate. completely separate until you get to the final fight, which is like, yeah, it's a full combined moveset. It's cool. It feels nice. Just, it doesn't feel quite like what I would expect. And the combat, even in its own context, the combat doesn't really click. Like in most action games, you have the combat and like it's kind of slow start or whatever, but once you sort of get into the groove of things, it clicks and you just go bam, 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 bam. You just get into the flow of things. Everything just matches up. You sync up with everything. Everything is just going like, you just know how everything works perfectly. In this game, you never really get that feeling. And I don't know if that's because of the design of the game itself, how it's structured, how the enemies function. Just maybe it was never designed to do that because it was designed for 2 different people to use the controls instead of 1. And if one person's doing it, it doesn't really click. It just doesn't feel as good. You don't get that satisfying, like, yeah. On occasion, you'll get that, but it's really infrequent. But like, every so often you'll get like a little bit of that, but because a lot of the fights are so short, you never really get the chance to get into the groove. And the fights that are longer tend to be much more hectic, so you can't, because you're trying to avoid stuff with Cereza. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I just never gelled with the combat perfectly. Let's see, anything else? I think that's really everything within its own context. Like I said, the story's fine within its own context. It's when you get into comparisons to the larger Bayonetta like storyline that it becomes more of an issue. Where it's just like, I don't know if this story needed to be told exactly. Like, did we really need an origin story for Lucaon and Cheshire? No. We didn't need Lucaon to begin with. Cheshire, sure. But we really didn't need Lucaon. Why is Lucaon here and dead? And then in Bayonetta 3, he's also there, but not dead, but also, like, older? Is that a case of him, like, is that Fairy Heaven that... Is Fairy Heaven just in Gunungagap and Viola just ran into him that one time? Oh, that's actually one other thing I did like. The enemy designs were actually cool. I did like the enemy designs, minus the fact that they're all really cartoony, which is, again, fits well in this storybook style, but when taken in context of the larger Bayonetta verse, they're like very unthreatening, cartoony gremlin creatures, as opposed to, you know, the angels are cool, but also some of them are threatening, and the demons are just generally threatening because they're very mechanical. And then the ones in Bayonetta 3 are goop monsters, which are threatening sometimes, but a lot of the time they're just kind of weird looking. But some of the goop monsters are cool looking. But, like, these guys are just not threatening, really. Which, again, in the context of it being designed... I'll get to you. In the context of it being designed as like a co-op experience for a younger player, it makes sense, because you don't want to have like big scary monsters. You just want to have monsters that look interesting and have cool designs, but aren't necessarily threatening. And they do have some cool designs. I like the stained glass aesthetic. I like the constellation kind of thing they have going for a lot of them. Just... It really does feel like it was designed for a much younger audience than normal Bayonetta. Anything else? Yeah, it just does not gel with the regular Bayonetta series. It should be treated as its own thing, which is unfortunate because it's literally titled Bayonetta Origins. Yeah, I think it's a fine game in and of itself, but like, the fact that it's attached to the Bayonetta name is really the big pain point here. If it was not Bayonetta, if it was another witch, if it was anyone else in the universe, really, like Jeanne, maybe, it wouldn't work as well for Jeanne because she is a different character to her. But like, if it was any other witch, I feel like, in the Bayonetta universe, like, with that universe, sure, fine, makes sense. If it was anyone else... I feel like it would work better because it'd be like, this is this witch's story, and Bayonetta's over there being cool, and you can get her own backstory and all that, but I really don't know if we needed this particular bit of backstory. Is there anything else? I feel like that's pretty much it. I got through the combat, the gameplay in general, the story, like everything. It's fine game, but the fact that it's a Bayonetta game means that I have to unfairly compare it to the Bayonetta games, and it's nothing similar. But I have to keep comparing it to that because it's the name. Also, this game's $60. That's a lot of money for a game. Like how much? Hold on a second. Brothers Tale Two Sons is $15. Currently on sale for. I feel like it probably wasn't much more than that on launch. It was probably about 30. Like. It's $60. That is a lot of money for this game. If this game was less than that, if it was like 40 or 30, sure, go ahead, go nuts. It's great. For that price, great deal. For $60? $60 is a lot of money. Like, I'm not saying you can get better games for cheaper than this. But this has the Bayonetta name. And it's like an action game for younger people, which actually I don't think there's many of those, come to think of it. There's like Hi-Fi Rush might fill that, which is also cheaper. It's half the price, but it's not a co-op game, which this one is. I don't know, this game's in a weird spot. For $60, I don't know. I don't think there's any other game like this at all. There's no other game like this. This is a very unique game. Again, this is again being done in the context of you should be playing this with two people. If it was designed as a single player game, I would say like, no, for $60, this is too much. But designed as a two-player game for younger players with character action like stylings, for $60, it's unique. I might say go for it. This is the only game I can think of like that. For single player, no, don't. Astral Chain, get Astral Chain instead. That's a better version of this. But this game, like, you can't play Astral Chain with two people. Astral Chain is very much a one-person game that is controlled with two characters at once. This is a two-player game. Astral Chain would be better for a single person. This is better for two. Yeah, that's my final word. If you want to play this game with two people, that would be good. If you are playing it by yourself, I would not recommend it at $60. Get it on sale if it ever goes on sale because it's a game on Nintendo. Technically, it's a Nintendo game. Actually, no, is this a Nintendo game or a Sega game? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a bad game in itself. It's just, I don't know how to think about it, honestly. Anyway, that's Bayonetta Origin. I spent too long talking about it. That's my final thought. It's a good game, but I don't think it's a good Bayonetta game, but it's a really good co-op Bayonetta game. Which actually, yeah, no, it's a good co-op Bayonetta game because you can't play the other games co-op outside of, I think, Bayonetta 2 in that one weird mode, which doesn't really count. So, there you go. I'm going to stop. I'm going to leave before I keep going in circles. I'm going to see if there's anyone to raid real quick. Everyone's streaming, I can raid. Kind of early. Almost like this. say hi. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, what have you. And remember, you can use code Factor SE31301 for 50% off your first box at go.factor75.com. That's some delicious meals delivered right to your door, prepared, ready to eat in minutes. Factor 75. Use code Factor SE31301. All right. Thanks for stopping by, and see you next time.